Hello. Hello, Sam. Hello, and welcome back. Well, sorry. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to After Campfire. My name is Henry. I do these sometimes. It's been a little while. Uh, wow. I should have thought about any kind of extended diary of how to adult, but I don't really have one. I did a lot of mopping today and vacuuming because I haven't done that for my main floor area in a while. Like, I've never mopped my main floor area, but I did that because I'm going to go down to LA soon. And when I get back here, Alicia's going to be here. So I'm like, I need to clean because it's overdue and guest. So cool. But as far as like work stuff and life, work stuff has been weird because I was basically told like your June must be laser, or May and June or whatever must be laser focused on this one project. Everything is going to be on you. No vacation during that time. We just need you to be on the ball for this exact few weeks. And then everyone and all the stuff that I was supposed to work on broke, and not my part. The parts I need to do my part broke. So I just haven't been able to do it for weeks. Like, I think I was supposed to like finish it next week, my like phase 2 of this project of my part, and I haven't even started, which is very weird. So it's thrown me through a weird loop, and I'm all right with it now, but it was really stressing me out, which is very important and relevant for this episode. And I don't know how normal life and adult stuff and friends and things are doing. Stuff is good. Been hanging with people. I beat Triangle Strategy this weekend. I the game that I am making. My friend Zach, who's amazing at game design, tried it and he's like, "Hey, this is actually pretty good. I do have some suggestions to get the things you want. Like, I want my game to go faster, like this game that I just bought that hopefully I'm gonna play this week. I don't know." And he also left me a puzzle to mess with. I am so annoyed. This thing is so difficult. I left it in a weird state because it doesn't really matter. But like, the joke of a key and of this puzzle is that like there's an easy puzzle, but as part of the easy puzzle to like get this key off the lock, which I can do. I've already did that part. You get a parts jammed in here, and then the real puzzle is getting it out, and it's driving me insane. I don't know how to do it, and it's frustrating. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very happy with my game. My game has art now, sort of. I mean, it's not real official art because it's all like copied stuff, but like some of the cards are just like magic card art. Some of them are anime jokes. It's just fun. There's a jar of eyeballs card, and then there's a jar of more eyeballs card, and that's the best card. I think. I need to nerf it. Just kidding. It's great. So yeah. I'm going down to LA next week because it'll be nice to see my family and stuff. I keep forgetting that it's Memorial Day weekend this coming weekend. And it was just good timing because I haven't been home for a while, and Alicia has a friend whose wedding is the weekend after next. So we're gonna hang out, go there, and she will come here, which will be cool. Sam, Jason has now spent like 2 months here. Alicia will have now been here twice. Sydney has run into me here. What are you doing? Come hang out. I know you're busy. I know you have school and camp, but come hang out. So my question to Sam was about meal prep, and because like he works as a teacher, like I'm working from home, so I just kind of get food when I need to get food, and if I have food prepared, great. I can kind of just do whatever. So, but since he actually is going to the office, going to the school these days, I was curious what his answer was, and him just mentioning that like, oh yeah, just cook 2 portions. That makes sense, and I should probably do stuff like that more. And the funny thing for me is like, if I don't cook with the intent of having, like, of this being meal prep, my brain is just like, eat everything. Because I don't cook for other people almost ever. So my brain is, if you cook anything, you eat everything. It's bad, I guess. Thinking of having things, which I sometimes do, but not often, would be good. For me, I set up factories for my meal prep. So like when so like there's like these burritos that that I'll sometimes make, or this mac and cheese recipe that like when I make them, I just make a ton of servings. Like the mac and cheese thing, I make like 10 servings all at once. For the burrito thing, like make 5 meals worth, stuff like that. I go bulk, which is good, except because I get out of the habit of cooking really often, like I am right now, unfortunately. I cook so much that I don't cook for a while, and then I get out of the swing of cooking, and that's stupid. I also used to do a lot of bulk cooking of curry and like soup. I haven't done either of those in a while. I really should. But yeah. Sam's question is interesting because he had mentioned, or in his question, it was basically just an overall discussion of like, what does your mental support group look like? How do you stay sane is one way to put it. It's not what he said, but still. I find this to be an odd question somewhat because I have gone through many phases of how to look at this. Growing up, something in my brain always made me very anti-therapy for me, not for other people in general. Other people, of course, would need it, but I never looked at that as a suitable option for me. Getting older, the idea of actually going to therapy had come in and out of my brain for various reasons and life events, and made me think about doing it more or not at all. And I did finally try it, and I would say the experience wasn't terrible, but it made the situation that I wanted to go to the therapy thing for worse. I basically have 2 ways of having a support structure for myself. One is friends, and having people I can just talk to and vent to if I need to, release, and people that I trust to be comfortable around. That's the thing. I'm an open book. I'm not very a deceptive person. I kind of just tell you what I am thinking because I don't really know how to lie properly. But I just am very open, and I am very fortunate that I have good friends that I can talk to about that. And I have many, many friends I can talk to, and that has helped a ton. But it's also that I know that as long as I have a very deep structure in my life, I usually I do very well in that situation. So it was like ridiculous how well planned out my schedule was before the pandemic began, which was I would go to work, and then Monday nights I would do dueling games things with Justin. Then Tuesday nights was Smash or rock climbing with Rob or something like that. Wednesday nights was flying trapeze. Thursday nights was game night. Fridays was like one of my free nights. Saturdays was Magic Commander nights. And then Sundays was my other free night. Like I literally only had 2 nights a week that were unstructured. And those are the times where I will unwind and focus on just like playing video games or just chilling and not really doing anything. And it's not like the stuff like Saturday Magic. That's not like I literally did that all day. We'd start around like 6 or 7 and then play all night. But like that's the whole rest of the morning was free. But like I had something to do, so kind of gets me in a good headspace. But like what I was mentioning with work, it's the same thing with work where I try to get into regular patterns and like schedule what I'm going to do and feel good about what I'm going to do by like knowing what I will do long in advance. My recent work stuff, I got so laser focused on this schedule and this project, and when everything broke down and it had nothing to do with me and I couldn't fix anything, it just screwed me up. and I just didn't feel right in any regard all day for the past, for like the first week and a half that happened. Also, it's not peaks. I mean, it's not summer, or I don't know if it's technically summer or not, but like light wise in Seattle, it is now like light until 9. And that also messes with my brain because like I don't think of the time when I think of go to sleep. I just think of the darkness for dinner, for eating dinner, and for going to sleep. It messes my mind messes with my head when the sun is out that late. The combination of those two has made some stuff more difficult. And like I was going through, while we were on a bit of a break, I also was not doing super great. I mean, I was okay, but like I was just down, feeling like sick, because if I'm like super tired and out of it, I literally just feel sick and crappy. And it just didn't feel good. But the work stuff has gotten a lot better because my manager's like, just don't worry about it, do other stuff. And that's what I've been doing. I found another project. I did that all last week. It was a much more chill project. It was something that it'll be nice for our team because basically I made this one issue we have a lot easier to debug, which is nice. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot more I can say about this, and I thought about it a lot. Like there's always the worry of overburdening your friends like that. Like you don't want to make it feel like you're their therapist or anything like that, but friends are there for you in times of need. And it's something you just have to have a delicate balance on. I haven't dealt with this in like a relationship in a little while, but like that's also something you have to be really careful about, because like the person who theoretically should be the one who's like the closest to you also cannot be the one taking care of all of your issues. So, because then it just feels like they're babysitting and not in a proper relationship. But yeah, for me, it's structure that I self-organize, and just good friend group. It's part of why I don't want to leave Seattle. It's because it's real good here. And yeah, sure, if I moved out to Jersey, I'd have you, Sam, but you're busy. My friends hang out with me more because they're less busy. I'm just kidding around. I don't know. It's just weird. I like my life here. But I know you wanted to continue the more mental health conversation, but a question of that nature has not been coming to me. And I feel like I'm going to be down in LA next time for my video. I don't know. I'll do some kind of LA-ish video thing. I don't think Alicia's going to want to be in it, but we'll see. I was talking to a friend of mine about poetry stuff today, and I was talking to you about it this week. You were telling me about some funny poems that your kids were writing, and you were talking about cleaning up your apartment and stuff in your other video, I think, briefly. And it was just like making me think of the word magnets on your fridge. And that, Sam, you are such a creative, fun person when it comes to words. I do numbers, you do words. I want you to tell me about your fridge magnets, and either tell me about some of your favorite fridge magnet poems or make a new one, or fridge stories, or whatever you want to call them. Either make a new one or tell me about a few of them, or both. I want to experience your refrigerator magnets. I don't have those, and I'm not even going to be here, because I was going to say, give me some challenge about my place, but because that's a challenging thing about your place, of make a magnet poem. So we can figure it out offline if you want, but you can ask me something else. So you can ask 2 questions. All right, bye.